Today I'm going to be showing you this deep red lip for fall. It's the perfect time of year to bring out those warm colors, so let's get started. First I'm starting out with the Origins GinZing Moisturizer, and I sprayed on the Vitamin Infused Complexion Spray by Urban Decay. I'm starting out with the Urban Decay Weightless Concealer. I'm just going to spread that all over my eyes to get a good canvas for eyeshadow. I always tend to bring my concealer into the inner corner as well because it tends to get a little dark in there. So if you use your concealer and kind of do it over your whole eye, almost like a mask across your face, it'll help prime for eyeshadow and just brighten up your eyes. Next I'm using the MAC Shaping Powder in Accentuate and just fluffing that all over my eye just to create a base. Next I'm going to be taking MAC Wedge Eyeshadow, tap off the excess, and go in the crease, back and forth, back and forth. Next I'm using Embark by MAC, and it's this really pretty warm brown, and I'm just using it in the outer corner to add a little bit more depth and dimension. Now I'm taking my big fluffy brush and going back in and just fluffing that all around just to blend all those colors together. This is the star of the show. I love this color by MAC. It's a pressed pigment in Deeply Dashing. It's a really warm brown and it has tons and tons of sparkles in it. So I'm using my finger and going in with that shade just on the lid. Again, I'm taking that fluffy brush and blending out the harsh edges from the sparkly shadow into the wedge transition color. This just creates a really blown out smoky eye. Now going back in with my moisturizer, I'm taking a little bit and putting it under my eye and wiping it away just to take out any dark fallout that has come down onto our face. For foundation, I'm going in with the Maybelline Fit Me in shades number 112 and 125. I'm mixing them on the back of my hand to create my perfect shade. Always blend your foundation down onto your neck to make sure it blends. Now I'm using a damp sponge to blend in all of my foundation all over my face, using dabbing motions and swiping motions. A tip for me and that I use for clients at MAC is to go even a shade lighter in your foundation, because once we go in with bronzer and blush and everything like that to warm up our face, you can bring in those contours and those shadows and that warmth back into the skin. So if you're a little bit lighter in the foundation, that's okay. It actually can help create a nice looking canvas for the rest of the makeup. Going back in with my Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Concealer, going all the way from the inner corner, dragging it all the way towards the temple. This can look like a lot of concealer, but this concealer is, like it said, weightless, so it blends out beautifully and it doesn't feel heavy or cakey. Going back in with the wet sponge, I'm just slightly pushing it and pressing it into my skin. A lot of people have trouble with their under eye area, so when you use this sponge, it really creates a very soft looking effect. And you can see the difference, definitely. This concealer tends to dry kind of quick, so I do one area at a time. The skin under the eye is very delicate. You don't want to rub or press super hard in that area, so using the dabbing motions with the sponge really helps. Now going in with the T-zone, we're just brightening up that area. Make sure you go in with your beauty blender one more time and go in and blend out all that concealer just to make sure it doesn't crease under the eye. And also blend it up in the T-zone just to make sure everything's blended in with your foundation. Using my NYX blotting powder, I'm going to be setting my under eye area and the rest of the concealer that I used on my face. This is the MAC Magically Cool Liquid Powder in Honey Rose. And it is just this gorgeous iridescent powder, and it's super lightweight. You might not be able to tell in this shot, but it has such a gorgeous sheen to it without being a highlighter. So mixing that with the NYX blotting powder in light creates this great iridescent under eye area. It looks really bright, fresh, almost dewy in a sense, healthy. It's just my favorite combination right now to set the under eye concealer. I'm taking the NYX eyebrow pencil in taupe and filling in my eyebrows. Just a tip, I usually go on the underside of my brow first and create a pretty harsh line. Then from there, I use the spoolie and blend it upwards to create a more natural effect. Using really light pressure in the inner corner, I slowly use more pressure towards the outer corner. And you can see the difference right there. Amazing. Now taking this small concealer brush by Bare Minerals, I'm going to dip into more of the Urban Decay Weightless Naked Concealer. And this is the magic trick for brows, guys. I'm telling you, this is amazing. What you do is you take your concealer and really carefully sculpt out that bottom part of your brow. It just hides all your little stray hairs. It's perfect and amazing, and I love it. It's my little trick I do every single time. Now I'm taking MAC Eye Kohl in the color Teddy under my eye, just running it really, really lightly, just softly under the eye to create a little bit more dimension. This Eye Kohl is so pretty for brown eyes, green eyes, blue eyes. It is gorgeous. It's the perfect brown. I suggest you go out and buy it. I'm going to be taking a little bit of that MAC Wedge color and putting it on the under part of my eye just to smoke out that liner a little bit and create a really nice, pretty under eye area. Okay, perfect. A trick if you don't want to do top eyeliner but you still want to define your eyes is using a eye pencil. This one's called Urban Decay 24/7 Velvet Glide On Eye Pencil. And this one's kind of, I don't know if it's waterproof or not, but it stays on in the waterline really well. So what you want to do is just tight line your top waterline, and it gives the illusion of eyeliner, but it's not heavy and it's not thick and it's not over the top. I'm gonna put on Burt's Bees. Oh my gosh, I love Burt's Bees. I'm using the coconut and pear. I always go in with a lip moisturizer or some kind of chapstick to take off the foundation that was on my lips. It's a little bit hydrating. It leaves your lips soft and nice, good for lipstick. Now taking the MAC eyeshadow color in Shroom. It's a really pretty white vanilla shade. I'm going to be taking that in the inner corner of my eye just to brighten the look. So you're probably wondering why I always tap my brushes on some kind of hard surface. That just helps with any kind of excess powder. You don't want that on your face. You just kind of tap it off. You can even use your hand and it gets the excess powder off your brush. Now it's time to bring back some contour and depth to the face. Going in with the MAC Prolongwear powder in medium deep, I'm gonna go in and bronze the face. So a trick that I've been doing lately that makes my contour and bronzing look really pretty is I go in with a lighter color of bronzer first. This is actually a powder by MAC. It's a Prolongwear pressed powder, and I have it in shade medium deep, so it's really not that dark. It's just a little bit darker than my skin tone, but what I'm doing now is I'm bronzing with it. I'm gonna layer my bronzers. So I'm going in with the lighter color first, and then we're gonna go in with an even darker color, but we're gonna concentrate it just in the places we wanna contour. So this helps make the skin look really, really natural. Helps make everything blend out really pretty. Kind of gives a nice warmth to the face without over bronzing. Always take it down on the neck. Blend it out. You can really be liberal with this because it's not very dark. You don't have to feel like you're overdoing it. Make sure you blend your bronzer into the hairline and up into the temples. This creates a really natural effect and it doesn't look like your bronzer just stops at your cheeks. It really blends up into the face. Bronzer can actually make your face look slimmer and thinner. So with the darker color, we're going to concentrate this shade just in the contour areas of the face. Just what's ever left on the brush, then I just always go back in and blend this out. I don't add any Usually I don't add any additional product to the forehead. And go back in and blend everything out. Now taking the MAC blush in At Dusk, I'm just gonna whisk this onto the cheeks and a little bit on the nose. This blush is really pretty and very understated. Now taking MAC Soft and Gentle highlighter. If you can see the sheen on the hand, I'm not sure if it's picking up or not. Now taking my finger, I create a little dot on the nose and blend it up into a straight line. This makes your nose look a little bit more pointed and straight. I love a good highlight. Now I'm putting a little bit on the Cupid's bow to create a fuller lip. I take a little bit of that highlight shade and run it on the cheekbones and under my eyes just to create an even more highlighted effect. Now I'm using Maybelline mascara. Any mascara will do. Just a lot of coats, a lot of drama. Trick: if you hit your mascara to your face and there's black, wait till it dries and then wipe it away, because if you try to wipe it away when it's wet, it's just gonna smear everywhere. It's not gonna be so cute. So just wait for it to dry. I really like this eyeshadow. It's so pretty. I love it. I love it. Can you see the eyeshadow? How sparkly and pretty it is? Cleaning up the mascara that got under my eye, I'm just taking a clean brush or any kind of brush that you've been doing your eyeshadow with. Just kind of clean it up under there, like it never happened. The final step is to take the NYX lip liner in Plum and fill in the entire lip. If you fill in your lips with your lip liner before you go in lipstick, it'll help the lipstick stay on longer, and it's gonna keep that layer of color underneath so your lipstick will actually shine a little bit brighter and be a little bit more pigmented. Also, if your lipstick tends to fade, you'll have that dark color underneath that will stay on all day. So even if your lipstick wears off, you'll still have that nice color underneath. So after you're finished with your lip liner, you could just leave it like that. It's a nice matte lip, but I want to go in with the dark red lipstick. Yay! I'm excited. This color. It's so pretty. Perfect for fall. Love it. Woo! I love it. I love it. Yay! I love this color. It's so pretty. And this is called Burgundy Beauty by Maybelline. And you can get this at the drugstore. Yes! This look is really simple. There's no liquid liner and there's no lashes. It's just a really easy, fun look for fall. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!